Good evening, everyone. Today we'll be watching a series of videos on wireframing. So we're watching a series of videos on wireframing. Yes, I'll start the class so that we can continue from where we stopped last class. The videos are just to reinforce on what we did last class and to make us understand further the functions and the uses of wireframe. So I'll be sharing my screen now so you can see the video. Sorry for the delay. My network is not too stable, but
Hi everyone! In this video we're going to be talking about wireframing. Wireframing is a way to design an app or website services at the structural level. A wireframe is generally used to lay out contents and functionalities on a page which take user needs and experiences into account. We can consider wireframing a graphical skeleton. Similar to the blueprint of a car, the wireframe determines the details of the whole project at the initial stage as the project description. Most beginners think that wireframing and prototyping are somehow the same. However, they are not. A wireframe is a low-fidelity design, so it does not illustrate the final appearance of the user interface. On the other hand, a prototype is a high-fidelity design and it's dynamic and interactive. Prototyping looks almost like the final product. Hi everyone! In this video we're going to be talking about user flow. User flow is a path taken by a prototypical user on an app or website to complete a task. The user flow directs them from their entry point through a set of phases towards a successful outcome and final action, such as sending a message or purchasing an item. Let me give you an example of a very simplified user flow for an e-commerce app. The user starts from the home page. From the home page, the user clicks onto a category page. Then from the category page, the user clicks on a product. And then from the product page, the user adds an item to the cart. And then from the shopping cart, the user checks out. And after that, from the checkout page, the user completes the payment. And in the end, the user can get his or her receipt. So this is how a user flow look like. And it's very important for every project to have at least a simplified user flow. Hi everyone! In this video we're going to be talking about
I would like us to pay very close attention to this interactive prototype because this is one of the major things we're going to be using when we are treating Figma as relating to projects. Yeah.
Interactive prototype. Nowadays, prototyping is playing an increasingly vital role in the design process. So you as a UI UX designer need to know how to make a high fidelity prototype of your project in a way that it can clearly convey the message of your design and also the exact interaction you want to achieve. Not only can prototyping help you as a designer to show off your work, but also it can help developers to know how your design should be converted to code. Here are some useful tools you can use for interactive prototyping. Sketch. It can be used for simple interactive prototyping. InVision Studio. It can be used for modern and complicated interactive prototyping. Principle. It can be used for modern and detailed interactive prototyping, and so much more. For instance, you can use ProtoPie as well for advanced prototyping. Hi everyone! In this video, I'm gonna talk about wireframe tools. Now that you know the importance of wireframing in UI UX design, it's time to talk about the tools which are absolutely useful for preparing your wireframe. Although some designers prefer to use standalone software for wireframing, there are designers who prefer to use web-based tools for wireframing. No matter what way you like to choose, make sure to keep your wireframing consistent. Here are some useful tools you can use for wireframing. Number 1. MikeFlow. You can use MikeFlow.com and it offers a variety of free and paid services. Number 2. Figma. You can use Figma.com and it also offers free and paid services. Number 3. Sketch. It's a paid application. And last but not least, Adobe XD, which is free and you can install it on both macOS and Windows. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video of this course. In this video, we're going to be talking about wireframing in Figma. As I mentioned before in previous videos, creating a low fidelity wireframe is an important task for a UI UX designer. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your own wireframe using a pre-made wireframe UI kit by Figma. So first of all, I'm going to ask you to open up this URL, figma.com/templates/wireframe-kits. Okay, and on this page, you can find these wireframe kits that has been designed by Figma. And if you scroll down a little bit, you can get a free copy of that. So click on that and then you will see something like this. Okay, this is a pre-made wireframe UI kit which has been designed by Figma, and I'm going to show you how you can use this. So first of all, as you can see, you have 3 different pages: Start, Build Your Own, and Example. So in Start page, if I zoom in a little bit, you can see that you have some information about all those components. For example, we have buttons and cards, we have navigation, we have hero sections, we have social proof, we have features left, features right, etc. Okay, then we have Build Your Own and examples. So let's open up Build Your Own, and here you have a frame. I'm going to delete this component, and suppose that we are going to create a wireframe for a website. Okay, so first of all, we need a hero section. So I can easily go to assets, and here I have plenty of components. Okay, I have hero, I have footer, features right, features left, CTA, etc. Let's start with hero, and here I have 3 different options. I'm going to start with the first one. Let's drag and drop it here. I'm going to put it here and align it to the center. Perfect. As you can see, it's the hero center. So I can easily go to the instance section of the inspector. I can open up this drop menu, and from here I can change it to whatever I want. For instance, I can change it to hero side image right, like this. I prefer this one because I have an image as well. So let's stay with this one. Then I'm gonna increase the height size of my frame. So let's increase it a little bit to have more space to work with. Perfect. After that, I'm gonna add some features. So let's open up features right. Pretty good. And I'm gonna use this one. Fantastic. Because it's a low fidelity wireframe, you don't need to worry about all this information, all these colors. So keep it as simple as possible. Then I'm gonna add some posts. So let's open up the post section. And from here, I can use post tail like this. Of course, you can edit these texts and all these contents if you want. And after that, I'm gonna add some social proof, such as testimonial. Let's use this one. It looks great. And after that, I need to have a CTA. So let's open up CTA and I'm gonna choose CTA center. Pretty good. I need to increase the height of my frame. So let me select it. All right. And last but not least, I'm going to add a footer because it's necessary to have one. So let's use this footer full. Fantastic. And that's all. So as you can see, I didn't add any navigation, but it's necessary to have one. So let's go and add one navigation. I think this navigation right is a great option like this. Fantastic. Now I need to decrease my height size and that's all. So now if I preview it, you can see that I have the navigation. As you can see, I have a logo, some menus at the top, then I have a registration button. And here I have my hero section, which consists of some text and a CTA and also an image. Then I have my key feature like this. And after that, I present some posts. And then I have the social proof. It could be reviews, testimonials, anything. And then I have another CTA here, which is my last CTA. And after that, we added a footer, okay? And here I have all the links related to my website. Alright guys, did you see how easy it is to create your own wireframe in Figma? Alright, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in the next video. So see you then. Hi everyone, welcome.
Did we understand what was displayed? If you have any questions, you can ask, raise your hand and ask me, or put it in the chat box. If you entered late, I can replay the video so that all of us can see what we are doing. Is there anyone that has a question, or if you entered late, you can tell me, like I said, so that I can replay the video. I guess everybody, I guess everybody was all right. So I'll just move on to the next.
Hi, welcome back to another section of this course. In this video, we're going to be talking about the color style. What's a color style? As a matter of fact, every brand has a set of colors that they stick to. So for instance, when you think of Twitter, I'm pretty sure you think blue. So in this section, we are going to create our own color style, or let's say our own style guide to help us during our design process. So I will see you in the next video. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video of this course. In this video, we are going to start creating our style guide, okay, or our design system, which is very important when you want to work on a complex project, okay? So at first, it may seem that there is lots of work to do. However, it's worth it. So first of all, we need an artboard, okay? As you can see, I have created a MacBook Pro artboard and I'm going to change its name to colors. Nice. Then let's go ahead and insert a rectangle like this. I'm going to increase the corner radius to make it rounded. Let me zoom in. Let me make it smaller. The width is going to be 5 and the height is going to be 64 for now. And I'm going to change the color to 41, 35 and F3. Pretty nice. Then let me move it to the left side a little bit. And here I'm going to insert a text and let's write colors. I'm going to use SF Pro Rounded. Pretty nice. And let's increase its size to 24 points like this. And it's going to be regular. However, I'm going to change the color code to 4A, 4A, and 4A. All right, let me align it vertically and I'm it smaller. I'm going to group that. Fantastic. So now we need to create our sections because in colors, we have different sections. For instance, we have primary colors, we have accent colors, and we have semantic colors. Of course, you can have background colors as well. However, in this tutorial, we are going to create primary, accent, and semantic colors. Okay. So now I need a line like this. I'm going to hold Shift. And I'm going to change the color to E4, E4, and E4. Okay, like this. Then I need to add a text. And let's write primary colors. I'm going to choose the same color as I used for this text. So let's copy and paste this hex color code. Fantastic. I'm going to align them to the left. And its bottom padding is going to be 8 pixels. Let's group them. And I'm going to call it primary colors. Fantastic. It's pretty nice. Then I need to create a square here like this and let's make it rounded. Fantastic. Then we need to change the color to 41, 35 and F3. Actually, this is the color that I want to use in this tutorial, so you can use different colors for your design system and keep in mind that you can always change them. So if you're not sure why and how I choose this color, it just depends on your project and it takes some time to understand how you can create your colors palette properly. Okay, but now we just want to focus on creating our design system and I'm going to show you how you can do it properly. So the colors do not matter. All right, its top padding is going to be 16 pixels. I'm going to duplicate that like this with a 16 pixel left padding. Once again, duplicate that and once again, okay? So we have 4 different squares. I'm gonna select the second one and I'm gonna decrease its opacity to 75% like this. And the third one, I'm gonna change it to 50%. And the last one, let's set it to 25%, okay? The reason that I changed the opacity is because sometimes we need to have different states of each color. For instance, if you are creating a button, it may have different states, such as active, deactive, hover, etc. Okay? For instance, if you are using this color for the active state, you can use other colors, such as this one, for the hover state. Okay? So it is quite necessary to have different versions of your color. Alright, now let's select the first square. And I'm going to go ahead and click on these 4 dots and then click on this plus button. And here I'm going to write colors / primary / purple 100% and create style. Okay, fantastic. And then the next one, colors primary purple 75%. I'm going to copy it. And then the next one, it's going to be 50%, and the last one is going to be 25%, like this. Okay, fantastic. Alright, now let's select all of them, group them, and it's going to be primary colors. And let's hold shift and click on this primary colors title. Once again, group them, and I'm gonna name it primary colors. Then I need to duplicate it like this, and let's change this name to accent colors. And I think it's a good idea to decrease the font size a little bit. For instance, let's set it to 20, this one as well. Now it's better. And now let's select the first one. First we need to detach it from its style, and the same thing for others. So now let's select the first one and then change the color code to BE5 to F and 2. Pretty good. Let's copy this and I'm gonna paste it for others. Fantastic. And now we need to create the color style for these colors as well. So let's repeat the procedure. Here we need to write colors, accent, slash, let's write purple 1 and this one as well, colors, accent, purple 2, let's copy this, and here is going to be purple 3, and the last one should be purple 4. You can name them as you want, however, keep it as organized as possible, okay? Then I'm gonna rename this group to accent colors. Fantastic, and also this one. And once again, duplicate them. And here is going to be semantic colors. First, we need to detach it from its style. And we don't need this last one because we're going to have only 3 different versions. So let's select the first one. I'm going to change the color code to FF, CF, and 5C. Okay, I'm going to copy this and let's paste it for others. Alright, now let's go ahead and create our color styles. So let's write colors, semantic, and let's write orange 1. I'm going to copy this. The next one is going to be orange 2. And the last one, orange 3. Great. We need one more semantic color, so I'm gonna duplicate them like this. Again, we need to detach them from their style like this. And let's select the first one. I'm gonna set the color code to 0084 and F4. Okay, let's copy this and paste it for others. Fantastic. Now the last step is to create our color style. So let's write colors, semantic, blue 1, and then blue 2, and finally blue 3. Alright guys, we are almost done. However, I'm going to show you something and we need to customize our color styles a little bit, okay? So now that we have created these color styles with different amount of opacity, we will have some problems if we decide to use these colors on top of a colorful background, okay? Now that we are using them on a white background, we cannot understand the difference. However, I'm gonna show you something. So let's create a rectangle here, okay? And I'm gonna move it down right below our last group. And if I move it, you can see that actually our colors are changing because we changed their opacity. But we need to do one more step. Of course, for the first colors, nothing changes because the opacity of this first layer is 100%. So how can we fix this? The best way is to choose each one, for example, this one, then go to color style, then edit style, and choose the eyedropper and click on this color, and it's done. So let's do the same thing for all of them. There we go. It's a great technique for creating your color styles because sometimes you don't have all the colors code. So in this case, you can use this technique and then you can change the colors. So I'm going to do the same thing for all of them. All right, and it's done. So now if I create the same rectangle once again, like this, and I'm going to put it right below our first group, you can see that our colors are not changing. So from now on, even if you use a colorful background on your design, your colors stay intact. Alright guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. So
Does anybody have any question? Does anybody have any question? All right, Abayo.
Yes, so I have a question. The last slide, where you explained the color styles and how to create the color styles. What I don't understand is that part that um the colors were changing. Why was it changing? And what it did, you know, why I really don't understand that part. That part is a bit confusing for me. I don't know if you can shed more light to that particular side.
All right. What happened there was that the opacity was the one that was changing the color of the what do you call it? The color of the rectangle, not that the color was changed. So the less the opacity, the more transparent it is. And the more transparent it is, the more white enters the background. Let's say it was a dark background. The colors will become a little bit tinted dark. So what he did was that he made those colors that were like
But
opaque, that were not that were
it
less
didn't really
opaque.
remove it didn't remove the opacity, right?
Yes, so he puts the opacity, he made them colors instead of leaving them as only opacity affected. Do you get me?
I don't think I understand that part.
Okay, let me go right again. Like, okay, I'll share my screen now so you understand what I'm saying. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Good. So now I just get this out of the way. Let's say there are four boxes. Yeah? Yeah? Are you with me? So there are four boxes.
I'm with you.
This one is the red, deep red. And this one, reducing the opacity to 50 and making it red too. Reducing the opacity to 50. See that is lighter. This one red. Reducing the opacity to let's say 25. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
So now, let's say this is the black box. You bring it to the back. So, I think the color is changing because it is less opaque. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now, imagine we want to make these colors, yeah? I'll make it this. So make it colors. Pick them as the color. So you see now, Are you following?
Okay, now I understand. Yeah, thank. I so by picking them as the color is no longer opaque, like it is no longer
Like it
bringing
is no
out that
longer a
white
function.
background.
Yes, it's no longer a function of the opacity. It is a color on its own now.
On its own. Yeah, I get it.
Yes. Correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anybody else have any question? All right, Olive, I'm hearing you can unmute.
Okay,
Olive,
could you
I'm
repeat?
hearing.
I was requesting if you could repeat the last part. I've not understood how the colors don't change. What did you do again?
All right, I'll do it once more. You are following, right? Yes.
Yes.
So let's say I make 3 boxes of the same color. Let's say blue this time. The blue. So for the first blue, the reason why it became a little bit fairer was because we reduced the opacity. Are you following me? Yeah, Olive.
Yes, I'm following.
All right. So now let's say we bring ash box. What is going to happen is that when the ash box is passed behind it, you see that the color becomes a little bit darker. Yes? Good. So now these colors are a function of the opacity of the color. Now what we're going to do is to make these colors a color on their own so that they are not affected by a multicolored background. Do you get me? So we want to choose their color. We'll make it a color of its own. So just double tap, go to where the color is, pick it as a color of its own. You see the change. Now the opacity is 100, and if I bring this thing to the back, it does not affect it at all. It's still affecting this one. Let me change it now. You see that the opacity is 75, and I click it. Make this the color itself. The opacity is back to 100, and if I put it in like this, see that it does not have any effect. Yes,
Yes.
Olive.
Yes, I was
Did you
saying.
understand? Do you
Yeah, I've
understand
now
it?
understood. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Question. All right. You listen. I'm hearing. You listen me. Raise the hand, or I should ignore it.
Yes, yes, yes. I said it's back to what the AD asked the last time, but I couldn't see it when you did it because of network. So that's why network is back again. But I know I missed that part when you were like explaining to her. So can you please recap?
So can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So what's going to happen? Let's say there are 3 boxes. There are 3 boxes. and reduce the opacity. So we want it to like be a functional button. Let's say this 75% opacity. See the colors change, but it is the same color code F900A5, F900A5, just with different opacity range. And then duplicate it too. Change this one to 50. There's a little problem that comes along with this type of color shade. Let's say these colors were at a black background. So if the colors are at a black background, the colors will be affected. Let me say the background. So you send it to the back. You see that the color is affected. It's getting tinted by the black. Are you following me?
Yes, yes, yes.
So now we don't want the colors to change. We don't want the colors to change when they are affected by multicolored background. The only reason why these colors are not changing now because it's a white background. Like as a black background now, see it is bringing a tint to the colors. You cannot bring a tint to this one because this one is at full opacity. So now what we want to do is to make these opacity changes become colors. Are you now? So we'll click it, go to the fill button, click it as a color, and you see that the color has changed from F900A5 at 50% opacity. It became F77AC at 100% opacity. Let's change this one to pick it. You see that the color is F900A5. That's the color code. Now I've picked it. You click it. See that the color code changed. F83DB8. So now let's say we want to check as this is a black background. Are you seeing that the background does not have an effect on the color anyway? Do you follow? You listen me?
Yes, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
So I'm done. Did you understand it?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Oli, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you connect with your laptop and just do a briefing? You're the only one that used to be a laptop in class practically. On Saturday, do I expect everybody to be their laptop? Everybody is going to share their screen on Saturday. So, Oli, just share your screen. Log in with your laptop, share your screen. Let's see what you can do with color styles. And we'll start a project on Saturday.
Okay. Today I'm not near my laptop. I'm sorry.
No problem. It's all right. So, I'll just go on to something that is very key and vital in this UI UX design. So, as you can see my screen, let me just clear the whole page. So, let's say we just create a frame. This is the design. Remember, every frame is more or less like a prototype of what you want to do. So let's say we just want to create. Let's say we want to create a quick login page. Are we following? Let's say we want to create a quick login page for a website, and let's say an app. So let's say this is the company logo. Are you following? Sorry for the noise in the background. So just bear with me if you can hear me. Just give me a hands up and raise your hand. All right, Vivian, Abe, Olive, Abayomi, Felix, are you with me?
I'm in class, yes, I'm with you.
Felix. All right, thank you. So I'll go back. So let's say, okay, let me go back. Let's say we want to create a frame, a website that is for an iPhone 15. Now, remember what I said, that if you start consistency, let's say we want this design now to be, we want this design to be stroke, not fill. So you add the stroke, you remove the fill. So this is like to create a block. Let's say it is for an iPhone 15 as I did now. So let's say this is the loan. Remember, we would like the from the left and the right to be equal. So 37, 37. Are you now? You can bring it down a little so that we can put the name requirements. Let's say name. Let's say first name. So just duplicate this whole group. Say first name, edit it to be last name. And this is one to be email. Email, let's say password. So these are just regular things from a normal login page. And let's say, remember, we want it to stroke, not fill. Remove the fill. Add stroke, remove fill. Make the stroke 3. Consistency always. Consistency is key in creating websites. Obviously, this 3 is too thick. So we just make it 2. So make the circle 2. So. Okay. Remove the add the stroke to remove the fill. Make it 2. So the same for this. Add stroke, remove the fill. Make it 2. So then we want to do the login button. Let's say login will be by the right. I reduce the radius of the login button. Just be a little bit better. It does not have to have sharp corners. So let's say login. We still want it stroke, not feel. Make it soon. Then you do your text login. This is the login. You can group it. Just group it continuously so that anywhere I move it, it's moving alongside. So just keep it here like this. Login. Now add text. Let's say forgot password. Since it's going to be a little bit light italic, let's say the text. Forgot password. So just reduce the size of the font so this make it look like it's just over there. Good. Did everybody follow me up to this point? Thank you, Vivian. Is everybody with me up to this point? Yes, I'll be believe. So now this one is just like the main aim now is this prototype. Prototype is to show how it will look when it is on your phone, so that you'll be able to adjust it and do whatever it is to help you do what you are doing. Show prototype settings. So just say background this this. So say this is to play the prototype. Present this design as a prototype. Like for the app, for the website and it says you are doing. Present it as a prototype. Good. So this is the prototype. Can you see? Can we all see this one?
Yes.
All right, thank you. I mean, do you have a question or you're just raising hand so you can see the screen? Yes. So you can see the screen. Now I'll just do a little something till I can adjust something. Shall we see now? Let's say the the logo button now of the company was a little bit higher. You see that it will be interfered by the iPhone's buttons at the top of the screen. So now what we're doing is to center the buttons and make sure that you don't get affected by a particular change in size or in varying size or whatever it is. But we can see what we are doing here. This is a prototype. So let's say this is the login page of a website. This is how it's going to look like. So there are some things called connections. So like a connection is what you click, is a link between a button and a page or two different pages. Like now, let's say when I click this login, I want to see this, and this. Or let me say when I click forgot password, let me go back to my page and I'll show you what I mean. So I click. So let's say now I'm about to design, no prototype. So we just create a new frame. Or let's say we duplicate this frame side by side. Then we change this to let's say I'm going to do another rectangle. So you can just use the same rectangle, don't really duplicate it. So just do say the text to be verified email. Text to be verified email. And this one is a link to, let me say, this one is a page that is linked from, let me say, the so let's say verify email, then verify email, change password. My email and change password. I just keep this at the center just here. Is everyone with me? Is everyone with me? Alright, thank you. So I'll just I'll then link, I'll go to prototype. Since the prototype is there. So if I click this forget password and I'll link it to this page here. On top, navigate to this instant. Good. So now let's go to the prototype. So now I'm about to see the prototype. So now this is on top. I see. So let's say we go back. On top of forgot password. Going there. So this is the major thing that is useful in I don't know why the case is not showing. Well, I'll adjust it. But you understand what I'm doing here. Is everyone following me? So if you have any questions, you can ask now. If you have any questions, Sarah, Olive, Felix, Vivian, Abayomi, Abi. Yeah, if you have any questions, please do ask. So there are no questions, right? All right. So that means I can ask my own question. Abi Felix. David. I can ask you a question, right? Or Vivian.
I don't have a question. I'll just say well done, sir.
May I have a question for you, Vivian? Where can I where can I access the linking platform to? Let's say if I want to link a word, a letter to a page, or is it where will I go? It's still on the screen, shall I see the expo?
It's not like
Yeah.
the expo is visible, but I believe it's prototype because I heard you say prototype because this writing part of the screen is not that visible to me. What I can see very well is the existing, but I heard you say you have to go to prototype, then you'll be able to link from one text to another page.
Right, that's correct. It's prototype. David, this one is for you. The frame. When I'm using a frame, yes, can I link from a word to another word inside the frame, or only from an element in one frame to another entire new frame?
Sorry, I
Did
didn't
you
get the
hear me,
question.
David?
You said
I said
a frame to a frame or element to element.
yes. For the linking up, is it frame to frame, element to frame, or element to element? There are two correct answers there. Yeah? Anyone you can do.
Okay. I think it's supposed to be element to frame. Yeah, element to frame and frame to frame.
Yes, that's correct. Element to frame is correct, and frame to frame is correct. So now, if I remove this link, let's say I remove this link from here. When I go to my prototype, and I go to the prototype, will there still be a connection or not? Olive, that's fine. If I go to my prototype, will I see the other page or will I not see it?
Okay, I think you might see the other page, but you won't see it when you tap on forgot password because you have not linked them.
That's correct. You will be able to see it eventually, but it's not going to be responsive. If you see if you see what it is that you are doing, but so far is on this page here, you will see it in the design prototype, but it will not be responsive per se that you are clicking a button and it's responding to you. That's correct, Olive. So let's say I'll continue. Let me say I'll create another frame and link the and link the login to, let me say, something like a landing page. Yeah?
You are mute. We can't hear you anymore.
That's all right. I'm sorry. So I just move this up and create a new and duplicate this. Let's say we change the login to a landing page. So this landing page, we're not constructing anything much. We're just doing, let's see how a landing page is supposed to look like. Let's say a few boxes. Good. So let's say there are just few of these things. Distribute the horizontal spacing. Again, hope you can still remember distributing horizontal and vertical spacing, right? Good. So remember, a stroke that we're dealing with, not fill. Stroke, not fill. Consistency is always key to whatever it is what it's doing. So let's just leave it like that. Let me say this is the login page. So now we go to the prototype. Save it that sentence. Click on this. To this frame. This one. For this frame. So these are two. These are two of the links. So now let's go to our prototype. Now, imagine I click this login. I see. If I go back and I click the forgot password, it's going to screen. Are you following me? So now, if we want it to be that, the both logins will take you to this page. If you want it to be that the both logins will take you to this page. So now, we'll now go and check it out. Check it again. So it will update it because it is. I made some changes, so it will save and update it. We replay the library. You can see it. My network is acting up a little bit. We manage it. So now I press forgot password and I do the login. I see it is responsive. So at the end, I press login, it's coming here. If I press forget password and it goes here, and I press login, it's still coming here. So like the whole point is to link the pages together. Is everyone following me? The whole point is to link the pages together. So if we're able to link the first page to the second page to the third page, we get to see that the okay, thank you everyone for we get to see that the prototype is just the result. Now this is the main thing that makes a UI design responsive. If you cannot tap on a button and there will be effect, there's no point of it being a UI design, it'll be a UI UX design. Do you follow? So I'll just stop presenting my screen. And that should be the end of the class. Let's wait for our attendance. Let me message our okay. I'll send the attendance to us. These are attendance, so you feel it. If we're done, I'll leave the class. Thank you.